So I had to dig a little deep and find the root of what was the things that discouraged me from wanting to be successful. And I learned that toxic families was definitely one. So I'm gonna give you guys a story. Surviving toxic families, part 1. So everyone knows, I'll give you guys the backdrop, that I drive. I drive for a living. I'm a truck driver. I done had my CDLs for about 2.5 years. Finally just coming on the road as a semi truck driver. But before that, I was driving for MARTA, public transportation. And everyone knows, if you drove for MARTA, or if you know somebody that drive for MARTA, or that drive period, it is not easy. The hours are difficult, and they are more so of the breadwinners of the family than the ones that is home. That's if you have a family and you have kids, things of that sort. So I was on a road, more so, driving long, tiring hours. So Daddy had the kids more than I did. So they would be with him more than I was. I was the financial provider, and he was more so able to care for them while I'm working. So fast forward, it was this night. I ended up getting a call from him and from Daddy, and he tells me I need to come get him because the kids had been in a car accident. So I'm historical. I'm like, where is my babies? Where are they? I'm asking him, like, where are they? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, how don't you know where our kids are? Like, why don't you know where our kids are? Mind you, he was at work. So he left the kids with someone that he trusted, which is understandable because that's something I would have done too. So he didn't know where they were. Finally found out where they were a whole 3-4 hours later. I kid you not. I'm not being dramatic about it. About 4 hours later is when I found out. So I end up calling my mom because I'm scared. I'm like, Mama, I can't do nothing without my kids. I had to wake her up like, Mama, calm me down, help me out, help me figure this out. My kids been in a car accident, and I need some type of help, because without my kids, it's no more me, So finally, I ended up go pick him up, and they got in a car accident on the highway. So he's calling around. He's like, where the kids at? And what really was pissing me off was the fact of how nonchalant his attitude was about it, or how, I guess, calm. Men are more so of calm, I guess, and women are the So while I'm he's trying to calm me down, like, calm down. So he has to get this brave face on, but to me it was like, you nonchalant, you don't care, So we riding up and down the highway. They're like, okay, well, they must be here. So we like, okay, we're gonna go down this way. We driving. We don't see no accidents. We don't see anything, nothing backed up, nothing. So we calling. They like, no, they not down here. They on the other side of town. So we drive a whole hour and a half out looking for the kids. And, excuse me, couldn't find my babies nowhere, y'all. I swear I was in a whole panic. Like, I thought that was the end of all be all. So finally get to the police station where we found out where they were. And y'all, I don't understand how my babies survived this crash, because how the police was describing it, it was bad. So get there and I'm hearing the story, right? So apparently the driver, I don't know the driver of this car, mind you. I don't know this person. But they were with the person that daddy trusted. So when he trusted to keep our kids while he was at work, while we were at work, it was somebody that they knew. So they they were drunk and they stopped on the highway. I guess they thought that they were pulled over on the other side of the highway, like on the shoulder, emergency. No, these people were stopped in the highway, the lane next to the shoulder of where you stop your car. They were in that lane, stopped, you guys, stopped. They were stopped. So, you know the vans, the kidnapping vans, right? It ended up hitting the back of the car. Mind you, they're on a highway. They pushing at least about 50, 60 miles an hour. The van didn't see them, ran right into them. My babies did not have no car seat. How the police described this crash, I don't understand, for the love of God, how my babies survived that, because they didn't have no car seat and the impact hit the back of them, in their back, but they walked out of it. So I ended up finding out that the person that daddy trusted was drunk too. They didn't even know why they were a whole hour and a half out from the home where they originally were. They didn't even know. The person that he trusted was drunk, allowing another person drunk to drive my babies around. No car seat. It was other people in the car too, but no car seat. So I'm trying to keep my calm, because I tell y'all, God has been working on my soul, because for a very long time I was losing it. So I'm trying to keep my calm. I'm like, well, my baby's safe. I'm trying to find the beauty of it, the situation. I'm like, well, my baby's good, so I'm gonna be grateful for that. And what was also pissing me off too was, while hearing the story on our way home, I ended up getting my babies. On the way home, they were joking about the whole car accident. So I'm like, you were drunk? Like, why do you have somebody driving my babies? You're drunk and they're drunk. Why aren't you aware of this responsibility that you have? I can see if it was just you, you're an adult. But you put children in jeopardy. You are so lost in your addiction that you are not realizing that you have two responsibilities. Two. So I'm still trying to keep calm. I'm telling my mama, oh, she's pissed off. We both pissed off. So, but she was still trying to calm me down too, because it's like I wanted to explode, but I can't. So, get to the house. They talking about it or whatever. And I end up telling Daddy that he needs to talk to his peoples to let them know that wasn't cool. So I'm like, I'm going to talk to him, because these are my babies. So I needed to let it be known that we not gonna play those games. Not with mine, because you don't have to be around them. If you are so lost into your addiction that you don't realize that you are putting babies at risk, you do not deserve to have those kids. You get what I'm saying? My babies. Kids, period. Whoever, you know. So he's like, no, I'll talk to him. You don't know how to talk to people. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to let you have it. I'm going to let you be the man. I'm going to let you have it. I'm going to see how you're going to handle the situation. He wasn't handling it the way that I felt he should have handled it. He did not. In my opinion, he didn't. I don't know if he was trying to spare their feelings, but me, I feel like, I don't care who it is. You as a man, you need to take charge of a situation, especially when it has something to do with your kids. That should not be taken lightly. That should have been, you got to put your foot in somebody's ass about your kids. How I would have taken it. So I didn't say anything. I still was like, okay, well, he gonna handle the situation. So he's like, I handle it. I told such and such, they know. You ain't gotta say nothing. I'm right. All right, cool. To this day, this person still drinks like a fucking fish. That did not change their perspective of anything. So I'm like, damn, I gotta go back to work. I'm in my feelings because it's like, I have to work to provide for my family, you know, but I still have to leave them in this situation. I didn't feel like he took the situation seriously. Excuse me. Because they were acting like as if I was the bad guy. Because I'm feeling some type of way about you guys putting my kids' life in jeopardy. How you gonna get mad at me? How you gonna get mad at me? Because I want to say something about my kids' safety. So they were blowing it out of proportion as if I was the problem, like I owed them something. I didn't even get an apology. I didn't get an apology. Sorry for putting your babies in danger. It was looked at as, no, you're the problem. Stop talking to us. And that's that. I swear, I am not exaggerating this. It was like, you're the problem. Why are you talking to us? So, he ended up telling me, because I ended up telling him that, this is how I feel. He was like, well, your people had cigarettes in our kid's backpack. So, I'm like, what do cigarettes... First off, that was a mistake. Because I'm telling you how I feel. What do cigarettes? How can you compare cigarettes to a car accident of two drunk adults that damn near got your babies killed? Right? How can you compare cigarettes to that? You caught the bag of the tobacco in there. You caught that. It's not like our kids was just smoking it. But how can you compare the two? And why, when I tell you how I felt about something, you throw it off on me like I'm the problem instead of just solving the problem? You get what I'm saying? Like, how can you try to flip the script? Like, these are two of the equal type of situations. These are nowhere near close to each other, you know? So I definitely got defects involved because, mind you, I work. So I can't just quit my job and be a full-time mom. Nobody is taking care of these bills but me. So I definitely had to notate it, have it on record that that situation occurred. I did. It is what it is. Anybody can get mad at it? Get mad at it. So what? These are my kids. You know what I'm saying? So if I feel like you're not taking my kids' well-being seriously, I have to take certain precautions to make sure that it's documented. You get what I'm saying? So if it has to go to court, then it is documented the way it should be. So that ended up happening. So the moral of the story is, it discouraged me. And it discouraged me because you being a mom, you know, you have to provide for your kids. And feeling like your kids are not in a safe environment can trigger something in your mind, because you know, you don't want to struggle with them. Me, I don't want to struggle with them. You know, I'm trying to fight to get us out bad areas, you know, make sure a roof is over our head, those type of things. So when you have a support system that's not supportive, it's damaging to the psyche. It is, because you don't know what's going on when you are not around your babies. You don't. And I used to cry every single day. God, please protect my babies. Protect my babies. Like, you know, I don't want to give up, but it's hard. Like, I want to be home with my kids. Like, it's no other way around it. Ooh, excuse me. And you know, it definitely gets hard. It definitely does. But when I tell y'all I have so many more stories, surviving toxic families, it ain't a joke. It ain't a joke, because they can be so toxic, so manipulative, so controlling, you know. And your babies have to see that. You know, your babies have to watch that. You can be the peacemaker. You can do all of that. And it's still like jealousy. What else could it be? What else? Hate. It's something serious, but that's my surviving toxic families, part 1.